Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. We are saved. The grain from Ukraine will be dispersed to the rest of the world. And that will happen with the help of the military of Ukraine, military of Russia, and Erdogan, the guy with the big gear, if you know what I mean. So let's see what's going on here. These guys are gonna feed us. This article, actually I have two articles, but I will start with this one on the same topic. This article comes from Republic World. Turkey from today, July 12, 2022. Turkey to host talks over grain exports with Russia, Ukraine and UN on July 13. And now, the military delegations of Turkey, Ukraine and Russia, as well as the UN delegation, will meet in Istanbul in July 13 to discuss the export of Ukrainian grain. That's tomorrow, which is today there. So the military of Turkey, Ukraine and Russia. Oh, all right, I guess. Military delegations of the Ministries of Defense of Turkey, the Russian Federation and Ukraine and the delegation of the United Nations will hold talks tomorrow in Istanbul on the safe shipment of grain to international markets by sea, which is waiting in Ukrainian ports. Turkey's Defense Minister Hulusi Akar said in an official statement. May I ask a question? Yes, you may, Emil. The question is, why is the military involved? Why is the delegations of the Ministries of Defense? Where are they? Where are the politicians? What's going on here? Or at least the politicians plus these guys are attached to the, to the delegations. All right. Akar, that's the guy, Hulusi Akar, recalled that he discussed the issue of ending the food crisis with the defense ministers of Russia and Ukraine, and that as a result of it, a continuous line of communication was established between the ministries. A military delegation from Ukraine also visited Ankara, and a delegation from the Turkish Defense Ministry traveled to Moscow. As a major exporter of agriculture products, Ukraine's inability to deliver essential grain supplies has increased food prices, raising worries regarding a global food crisis. It is pertinent to note that on July 11, President of Ukraine and Turkey, Volodymyr Zelensky and Erdogan, spoke about the significance of opening Ukrainian ports, resuming grain exports, and preventing Russia from exporting Ukrainian grain from the occupied territories. Now, I had another article that I didn't think I will have to make a video on it, but I will mention it here. They said that about 8 foreign big cargo ships are in some Ukrainian port using the Danube, and because of the Snake Island, they say, because it's not the Russians are not on it anymore, these things could go in and out and try to get Ukrainian grain out. So that's 8, I think it was. Nevertheless, according to the UN, Russia's blockade of the Ukrainian ports has already raised global food prices and threatened to cause a catastrophic food shortages in some area. Russia has repeatedly denied allegations that it steals grain or blocks ports. Ukraine has been unable to export 20 million tons of grain since the beginning of the invasion, with much of it now rotting as Russia quietly finds customers. Okay. Now that's one article. The other one, which let's see if that's saying anything extra, it's right here. This is from the New Voice of Ukraine, from the same date, July 12th. New talks on grain corridor for Ukrainian agriculture exports announced by Turkey. Again, Akar, the same guy, said representatives of Ukraine, Russia, Turkey and the United Nations would take part in the talk. So tomorrow, Ukrainian grain waiting in the ports of Istanbul would be safely shipped to international markets by sea. So that's the same thing here, the same discussion. There's nothing else about anything. So the good thing is they talk. That's the first thing. Now the second thing is, I don't know how far they would get, but if they're serious about it, I'm pretty sure they could solve the problem. I have no doubts about that. The problem is if you would go and negotiate or try to find resolutions acting in bad faith. Remember last time when the Ukrainians went to Ankara, I think, and they spoke with the Russians, and they said, okay, we're going to do this, 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 and the Russians said, yeah, that's nice, good, it's good steps towards, talking more about it. And then Ukrainian delegation came back to Ukraine, and when they got back to Ukraine, someone else called from a different location and said, what, are you crazy? Get back to your little corner over there and don't do stuff independently. So, and then the Ukrainians said, no, everything is done. So this is the idea. If you cannot negotiate independently this time, I would say again that is just for show. And then they say, yeah, we discussed this, but we didn't reach any any conclusion, anything that would solve the problem. But it's good that they talk. That's the first thing. Well, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart. I can hardly wait to find out what they talk tomorrow and talk to you. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.